Alright, we seem to be live. Alright, gonna start barrel. Let's see. I'm gonna kind of do this all as one playthrough as far as the title goes. Although I am gonna have like a hard break as far as episodes go, most likely. We'll see how that goes. Anyway. Alright, let's see how this works out. Did I just say that? No. Once this is done, with the exception of the challenges, I'll have played everything BioShock. At some point I gotta play System Shock 2, though.
We're closed.
Jesus, dude.
You don't look the sort who can afford to turn down legitimate work.
What do you want?
How about we start with a light?
I really have looked around in here. I can actually do things beforehand. Sweet. Alright.
You gotta name this?
Elizabeth. You can call me Elizabeth.
What can I do for you?
There's a girl who needs to be found. Maybe you've seen her.
This girl. This girl's dead.
You know her.
You'll see dozens of her tied down by the docks or the slums in Apollo Square. Orphans. With Fontaine's charity shut. No place for them.
But her you know.
As I said, girl's dead.
Lost.
Look, I don't know where you get...
Lost isn't dead. Name your rate, I will pay you for this work. You do this one gratis, wouldn't you?
I don't follow.
Something tells me you will. Seems my instincts were correct.
Where's Sally?
I don't know, but I know someone who does. Follow me.
I know I've beaten part 1 before. I don't know about part 2.
What I need from her is my business. I know where to start looking. Something tells me a man with your particular talents could be useful.
Oh wait, yeah, I gotta find out what the controls are. Where is it? Did I just not see it? It's not who you think it is. Oh. Oh god. Restore default. Yes. What's auto saving? Auto load. You know what? No, it's none of those. I need to know what it is. Am I just not paying close enough attention? No. Oh, that's right. It's checkpoint based. Ugh.
About your little friend. Such a shame. You look so sad. Edward thinks the way my heart is transcendent.
Okay. Guess there's nothing to grab.
What happened to these children?
Creepy.
Where have you been? Cabin in Arcadia? Little sisters. Atom factories.
It's grotesque.
Yeah.
Compromise? Is that what? Well, I say you should have to prove your property first.
It was neat of them to do this. Show it at its height.
Funny.
What?
You're not knowing about the little sisters. How long have you been in Rapture?
Let's just say I don't get out much.
You've got eyes and ears, don't you?
If I wanted to share my life story, Mr. DeWitt, I would write my memoirs. If I learned anything about Rapture, I thought it was a place where people understood to mind their own business.
Where are we headed?
The man we need to see is in the Garden of the Muses.
How do you know?
My sources are my own, Mr. DeWitt. If you have better information as to the whereabouts of your girl, I suggest you avail yourself of it.
Where are you taking me?
Punch.
When's the last time you saw Sally?
What?
She was taken from you, wasn't she?
How do you know this?
She was taken, down at Surprise. You were playing the tables,
She disappeared.
and
Cop friend of mine, Sullivan, says they found her floating in the docks.
you see the body?
Look.
Did you see the body? This world values children, not childhood. There's a profit to be made and men who make it. I'm taking you to one of them. Mr. DeWitt, you alright?
I'm fine. Just get these spells.
Are you,
sometimes
though?
pass.
Refreshment, sir. Madam?
We're fine, thanks.
Dr. Steinman told me he uses Frank Fontaine. Now there was a straight shooter, one of us.
I don't want it. Buongiorno, signore.
Am I accidentally going the right way?
Suchong observed strangest of coincidences. On other side of a window, man in strange hat experimenting on Suchong's own creation. On plasmid. Man name of Fink. Outrage. Theft of intellectual property. But man name of Fink is no fool. Through addition of oxidizing agent, turns plasmid ingestible through stomach lining. Mr. Ryan very impressed with Su Chong's initiative. Theft of intellectual property. Two-way street.
Fontaine got taken out by Ryan's goons for one reason, and one reason only. He built a better
Oh.
Are you in the know? You've doubtlessly sampled products from Fontaine Futuristics. But do you know why Ryan Industries saved it? Frank Fontaine, business leader and benefactor of mankind? Or was he the best friend the parasite ever had? Were you aware his businesses were a front for a smuggling ring? And were you also fooled by his supposed charity work? At his free clinic, patients became test subjects, and his orphanages were places that children disappeared into and never came out.
Dun dun
Once they
dun.
learned the truth, Rapture's Central Council called for the arrest of Fontaine Futuristics' owner. But, a coward to the end, Fontaine found a hail of bullets preferable to facing justice. The council asked that Ryan Industries assume the burden of stewardship of Fontaine's ill-gotten assets. And Andrew Ryan accepted that burden for the people of Rapture. Now all citizens can enjoy these products, free of criminal taint. Now you know.
Be right with you. Bonjour. Where have you been, DeWitt? Expect me to drink alone?
Yeah.
Ah, Mr. DeWitt. Back again. I was so soon. Dispersion.
Are you in the know? Innovation and competition are what fuel Rapture. But that fuel can be diluted with rumor or flat-out lies. The rumor monger asks, what are these so-called splicing side effects? Well, take a look around you. Do you see anything wrong with your neighbor? The rumor monger asks, why has Tenenbaum withdrawn from the public's eye? Dr. Tenenbaum is a scientific mind unparalleled, even in Rapture. She's no doubt in her lab, toiling away at her next great innovation. I heard she was in cahoots with Fontaine. Merely slander from jealous naysayers. Remember, Rapture competes through innovation, not cheap shots. Bridget Tenenbaum is a woman who represents the best of science and industry. In other words, she's a Rapture gal. Now you know.
The overlord.
Alrighty then. Where I started.
Basic, decent sort.
Mr. DeWitt, we'll find my source inside of that club.
Cohen. What does that lunatic have to do with Sally?
Walt sent me.
Which business do you represent, sir?
Business?
Yes, which business?
DeWitt Investigations.
Mr. Cohen does not truck with private detectives. Masks of invitation went to artists and craftsmen alone.
I'm with the artist struggle. We're expected.
No mask, no entry.
Stuffed shirt.
These invitation masks he spoke of, they must have gone out to local artisans.
Well, I guess we'll have to persuade someone to loan us one.
The business of Rapture is business. Says it's sponsored by the Art of Struggle, the Golden Rule, and Rapture Records.
I guess those stores will be as good a place to start as any. What brung you to Rapture?
A man
Really? You don't strike me as the romantic type.
wasn't that kind of man.
Then what?
There's a debt that needs repaying.
I've known my share of Shylocks.
Invitations to Cohen shows are highly coveted. Nobody's gonna just hand us one.
You think you can figure out a way to distract the store owner while I take a look around?
You just find the mask. Leave the distractions to me.
Welcome, please. Have a look around.
Whatever that barber did to you, I hope he's retained a capable attorney.
About to retain my fist in your face. You know what year this is?
Something about stem cells. Tip. I don't think these supermen know the meaning of the word.
I had all of these visions before coming down here of Utopia. Every man with his hand on the great chain, the wheel of progress turning. Every cliche you can imagine. And what is the first thing that happens when I open up shop? Petty thievery. Now I have to lock all my valuables in a closet. Remember 2076. It's the problem with coming to Utopia, is that it still has the people.
Hello, Booker. Where have you been?
Just a little dead.
That's...
I forget where that was. And here oh, yeah. Whoa. Oh. 076. Why'd I go that way?
The parasite needs three things: free mind, free will,
When Ryan take over Fontaine Futuristics, scene of terrible violence. Splicers burning each other to bits. The lucky ones not killed, sent to department store prison instead. Suchong think he dead man too. But then Ryan comes to Suchong and says,
Welcome, please. Have a
Suchong
look
want to
around.
be buried in filthy store?
Excuse
or
me.
Suchong want to make
Lady has some questions for you.
Oh,
Yes,
shoot.
of course.
I'm interested in this piece.
Ah, excellent. You and I, haven't you, miss?
Ryan.
It's a natural sapphire and diamond, 18-karat gilt ring, fully hallmarked for Paris, 1887.
Really?
The center Coberson... Excuse me, sir.
That's a lot of
Cohen sends
fine
those
talk about a
masks out in some
stolen
kind of
ring.
box.
I beg you.
right out of her coffin in Twilight. Did you think we wouldn't notice?
Must be somewhere
The
else.
assurances of a grave robber are of no use. You hand the ring back, the matter will remain between you and me.
I shall walk this trash. I don't think so. Hit the bricks, you tramp! I'll see to it they
Get your hands off me!
Oh.
Might be best if we were gone when he wakes up. Any luck?
Nothing. Let's find another shop.
It's temporary.
Where should we look next? Upstairs at the Artist's Struggle, or Rapture Records straight ahead?
Say the word. How is Ryan taking over Fontaine's business?
There's records.
You see that dish I walked in with? You give her the Star treatment, pal. It'll make it worth your while.
Of course, right away.
What is this piece?
It's by Trenet, but of course, covered by Mr. Ryan.
Oh, it's lovely.
Gotta find that box. Nothing. Only one place left.
So powerful. I must go. I must go. Even one more note shall prove my undoing.
Well played.
Nothing.
No. Got one place left, though.
And if that proves to be fruitless?
We'll cross that bridge when we get to it.
Not here.
You ever met the man?
Used to see him all the time.
Ah, there it is.
Good day.
Hey, pal. You want to help out the little lady?
Yes, of course. Interesting, isn't it? Original Sander Cohen. He calls it miasma.
I'm sorry, but I know precious little about art.
How does it make you feel?
I don't want to open my mouth
Why is he hiding
Fear
that
of what
box?
foolishness might tumble out.
There you are, you son of a bitch.
Oh boy. Stay standing, man.
The swampy air of the parasite.
You've given me so much to think about. I feel a trifle swoony. Would you mind if I return tomorrow for further education?
I shall be here at your service. Until tomorrow.
Good. You've located the mask.
Third time's a charm.
All right. It's best we head back to Cohen's.
Alright.
Fine piece of work back with those shopkeepers. You've got a bit of the grifter in you.
For that, you can thank my father.
Oh, yeah?
He was a man comfortable in a variety of roles.
The great chain guides all of our movements. Even if we can't see it, it's there.
Aha.
Ah, very well. Mr. Cohen awaits your participation at his performance.
So who is this fellow Cohen? Some sort of underworld figure?
Worse. He's an artist.
An artist who kidnaps children.
Cohen's muse is a bit more diverse. I've seen this type. Gets an idea in his head, end a conversation. Don't matter who gets hurt.
Dance, dance, move!
Huh. I killed a bunch of you in Shadow Warrior.
To the spirit of the eternal. No. Why do you fail in this fashion? To embarrass me in front of my muse? My muse shall not be mocked. Fitzpatrick! Please! Thus, for God's sake! My muse shall not be mocked! Get them out of here! There shall be no failure on my canvas. There's no room in rapture anymore for the artist. Who are you?
Name's DeWitt.
Is that right?
A little close for comfort.
This one's a real biscuit. Isn't he a biscuit, ladies?
Ask a few questions.
Questions? Yes. Yes. It is the work of man to ask. It is the work of the artist to answer.
You've seen this girl, haven't you?
We artists see more than most. You are more than you claim to be, little songbird. Are you not? Watch this one, DeWitt. She'll take you where you don't want to go. But I know the child in that photo is important to you. So many children. Flit, flit, flit away. I know where the girl is. And I will send you to her. In exchange, all I ask is a dance.
What?
I see something in you two. Art strips away artifice. Show me who you are, and I will show you where you need to go.
Cold son of a bitch.
Mr. DeWitt.
What?
Dance with me.
Come, dance!
I shudder to think what greater price he might care to extract.
Fitzpatrick! Beauty and pain. They can be no more separated than birth and blood.
What do you think Cohen's customers do with the children? Do they?
Sometimes. But those types lack the capital of people like Ryan and Sucho.
That's a blessing.
You saw those little sisters? You so sure? But if Su Chong had Sally, I'd know it.
How?
As I tied him to a chair and asked him.
So?
For 15 hours.
I don't know what to make of you, Mr. DeWitt.
No!
Listen, we're not gonna keep...
Fitzpatrick! I see suffering in you. I know how to shine a light on your pain. A moth will become a butterfly.
Once it saves again, that'll be a good place to stop.
Mr. DeWitt! Are you alright?
I'm fine.
You were dreaming. You kept saying your daughter's name, Sally.
She's not my daughter.
I thought...
Pain and beauty. To an artist, they are parent and child.
Cohen?
I'm sending you to find your young one. No need to thank me. I'm not so sure you'll like what you find.
Look,
Fontaine's. Ryan sent the whole thing to the bottom.
but it's a prison now. Why would Cohen have sent Sally there?
I don't know.
Everyone has needs. I merely provide a service for those who have the means to pay. You'll find your little bird in the housewares department.
How many people do you suppose Ryan's got locked up in that place?
Enough. Fontaine had amassed something near an army. Now they're down there, spliced up and wild. Alright, there's a dock up ahead.
Takes a cold son of a bitch to do that to a living person.
What's that?
Barry, let's see.
You read your residency contract with Ryan Industries? In perpetuity, we're all buried at sea.
Alright. Yeah, we'll start on that next time. For now, it's Chatzu signing out.